Georgian Bay. That boat was huge. And we're in the small boat channel, and it's not a small boat.
Yeah, a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks.
We are on the outskirts of everything because it is very shallow on the rim and very deep in the middle.
Hi, we're Jen, Elliot, and Ollie. In 2019, we left the United States and backpacked through 11 countries, all before deciding to come back home and try something completely new, pivoting into boat life. Our current adventure is America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile journey through small towns, big cities, and the wilderness from the eastern portion of the United States, through the Great Lakes and Canada, and down the Midwest rivers, all aboard our home on the water, Pivot. Make sure you subscribe as we share our journey through the highs, lows, and everything in between.
Good morning from the Georgian Bay. Oh, what a way to wake up, eh?
How do you feel?
I feel fresh, I feel clean, I feel wide awake. It's gonna be warm today again, but we have a little bit more of a breeze compared to yesterday. But still feels good. It is Sunday morning, and you guys know how much we love our Sunday morning breakfast on anchor. The first time we've been able to do this in a very long time because we haven't anchored in so long. Jennifer made some pancakes with some breakfast sausages and peaches. Looks amazing. We are going to go to Parry Sound, which is the biggest city here in the Georgian Bay. But to do that, we need to make a timed bridge, which opens every 2 hours, or we could go the long way around. And first step is removing our stern tie, which we did for the first time in yesterday's video. And I'm happy to say it worked really well. The line did not snap. We were nice and calm throughout the night. We kind of stayed the same direction. So we definitely need to figure out the process a little bit better, but it was a success. One thing we heard is you're not allowed to tie it to the trees here. I'm sure it's different rules depending on different areas. So what we did was we tied it to a rock. Success! Alright, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
I still can't get over how gorgeous this bay is. We are just north of Sanssouci Island in Echo Bay. So it's a very tiny bay, just a little bit off the channel, not too far actually. It was a great place to spend yesterday afternoon.
Okay.
How's it looking? What's on the bottom?
It's very lightly muddy, that's all. Okay, it's clear. Clean.
You know?
Okay, stop, that's enough.
Softly the nights fade away, blend into times of midday. Seems slow but goes fast, just like an airplane. When she blows on the waves, constantly subject to change.
Thanks to our subscriber Michael who gave us these maps. These are the 202 chart, which is a Port Severn to Parry Sound, and they are large, big picture maps and charts of the area. And so we're looking specifically for some of the narrows that people continue to call out, just to give securities and warnings that they're coming in, that they're a larger boat. So we're just trying to find them so that way we can equally give the same courtesy to other boaters. This is one of the one of the most challenging things I think about the loop is that you're always going through new waterways, constantly. And you're doing your best to plan like tides, weather, currents, you know, like plan around the rocks, plan like all these different things. And you don't know what you don't know. So you're doing your best, and as soon as like you hear something that might be of caution or of interest, we do our best to try and figure it out. But like we don't have the same knowledge that a local does, who's been like cruising these waters for 20 years. So, you know, we're just doing our best.
That right there was one of the boats we heard calling out the Securities, and a good thing. That boat was huge. And we're in the small boat channel, and it's not a small boat. A little crazy.
And all those times you were kept up by roaring thunder. The lights are on, but won't stay much longer. As time moves on, they'll only grow darker. 'Cause, oh,
It's pretty wild just how deep and shallow some of these areas can be. This area just went to about 140 feet of depth. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. 140 feet of depth. Yeah. Within like a minute. And we're cruising 7 knots, which is just wild. And so you can go from areas that are really shallow that have a lot of rocks, specifically very close to the shorelines, and then in like the middle of like this body of water, which is like not that big, but big enough, I guess. It goes down to 140 feet, which is just wild.
finding meaning in the moment. We'll take our time to breathe it in. Every flower slowly opens, watching the roses all unfold.
Securities, 34-foot motor vessel heading north through 3-mile gap into 2-mile narrows. Any concern traffic, please report.
Are you gonna jump in? Oh! Yeah, a lot of rocks. A lot of rocks. Okay, you're looking clear.
This bridge here only opens every 2 hours, so in planning our departure today, we plan to leave like 2 hours and 15 minutes ahead of time to give us a little bit of buffer. Considering it took a little bit longer to do the stern line and bring the boat in, it worked out perfectly. We're here about 9 minutes early. I hailed the tender and he said it'll be open at 3, so we're all set. It's kind of strange. We haven't had a bridge need to open for us for a very long time. I mean, Chesapeake?
I guess.
Not even, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
ICW, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two hearts run free. We're never looking back. This love, where the sun meets the horizon line. You and me standing the test of time. Two hearts run free. We're never looking back. This love.
Excellent job, Captain.
This love is made to last. This love is made to last.
It has started to rain, and we knew it was going to rain today. Elliot's still upstairs. I just finished closing all the windows in the boat so it doesn't soak our beds or anything like that. But we are about 10 minutes away from our mid-stop destination for today. So we are going to Parry Sound to do a little bit of provisioning. Girlfriend.
Turn on the farthest ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is nuts. Oh, are you a wet dog? It's raining so hard. Oh my god. Alright, I should go help you.
Holy cow. Every ounce of clothing on me is dripping, like everything. It's soaked through my rain jacket. Granted, we probably need new rain jackets, but it's soaked through my rain jacket. My shorts are soaked, my shirt is soaked, my underwear is soaked. Everything is soaked. Oh, that came in fast. Now, if we had left earlier and we didn't prioritize our chill, relaxing Sunday morning, I'm sure we would have gotten here before the rain, because it literally came in at the very last minute. But you pick and choose. You have choices in life and you make choices, and there's pros and there's cons, and you may get a benefit of one and not the benefit of the other. So it is what it is today.
I feel like it really just started pouring extra hard as soon as we were tying the lines. Wow. Well, this is
Confirmed.
so this is Parry Sound. Isn't it amazing? We decided to stop here. Well, the plan is only be here for a few hours. We're at the town dock. It's run by the marina that most people come to, most loopers come to, and they said we could stay here while we provision. And so that's the plan, for us to go walk and get groceries and then walk back. I think we're gonna wait for the rain to stop. But, and then I think if we want to stay here overnight, we can. But of course, then we would need to pay. So it's not exactly in the cards. What's wrong with another pivot? That's what we do.
How do you like them apples, Ollie?
You are a wet dog. About 5 minutes later, the rain has seemed to settle down a bit, even though it's forecasted for the next couple hours. So we're gonna try to make it to the grocery store. It's about 0.9 miles away. And yeah, it should take about 20-25 minutes. We are trying to find the pedestrian walking bridge. And there's a lot of, this is a really popular stop for reprovisioning on this Georgian Bay area of the loop, because it's the biggest town, you know, over here. And so there's quite a few options for groceries, including a Walmart. We haven't seen one of those in a long time. And there's a farmer's market, is what it's called. I don't know if it's an actual farmer's market like we'd normally go to, but it looks pretty cool, and it's less than a mile away. So that's the goal. Cute.
Wow. Duh.
What?
There's kayakers, duh. It's Canada. Kayakers and canoers everywhere.
It's a pretty awesome bridge.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. It makes me want to get a kayak or canoe.
And the rain's back, so the camera's going away. It was such a great experience here in Parry Sound. It would be nice to stay, and there's absolutely a lot more to do. There was a cool brewery that we walked by, a couple of pizza places. Yeah, a whole downtown. It's a pretty big town.
Yeah.
But save that for a future time. We're gonna head onward to a pretty nice anchorage, hopefully. Every day on the loop, you kind of have to plan you kind of have to think about a couple days out. Not plan, but think about. And we have some bad weather coming tomorrow afternoon, midday afternoon. So we're planning today for tomorrow. And if we stayed here, we'd have to stay a whole nother day, which kind of don't really want to do. We'd much rather do that on Anchor.
It's about the budget.
Yeah, and you know, we just liked being on Anchor and want to get back into it.
Yeah.
So, vámonos.
Stars are tracing the sky like city windows. I watch it reflect in your eyes. Slow dance on a New York City high-rise. You and me on top of the world, and I'm feeling like it was only ever you. And I'm feeling like it was something I won't lose. You are a part of me. I swear you'll always be. I swear you'll always be a part of me.
Parry Sound has been really, really beautiful. I don't know if we just got lucky with low winds. It feels like a cruising grounds that kind of give you a break from any of the more harsh conditions on Lake Huron and the Georgian Bay. So it seemed really nice. I wish we had a bit more pretty weather, just like clear, but I mean, overall though, the Georgian Bay has been absolutely beautiful. And we're coming up to our anchorage, which is packed full of boats. There's probably 20 boats here. I don't blame them. There's a sandy beach, so I understand why they would probably be here. It's very, very pretty over here.
Even really know me. Something in you feels like myself. There's a way I see.
Right now it's reading like 4 feet.
34?
4.
Oh, 4 feet. 4 feet.
Yeah. Right now I'm reading 4.6 feet.
Okay.
And we made it to the anchorage. We are on the outskirts of everything because it is very shallow on the rim and very deep in the middle. And it's like 50 feet in the middle. So with the blow, we only have 150 feet of chain, so that's only 3 to 1, which will not make us sleep well. On the sides, we have, I think, 60 in the water, maybe less, with our bridle. And I have 2 feet underneath the keel right now. I think that's good. About 5.5 feet of water.
How are we doing, Captain?
Good, good, good. I just double checked with our boat pole to see like how close we were over there, and it came up to here on me. So that's like 5 feet, right? 5 plus.
Yeah, 5+.
5+, so that's all we need is 3.5. And we set it pretty hard. So what I do when I know there's going to be a blow is I make sure when I back down on our anchor that I back down with a little bit higher RPMs than normal to really set it in there. We're not going anywhere. Unless of course we switch 180 degrees and we're now flipping the other way, then it will come out. But we have the entire bay for it to reset, so.
Well, and we'll play bumper boats if that's the case.
Yeah, because if that happens, that probably is going to happen to everybody else. But no, it will reset. That's happened. That's happened before, so all good.
Tonight we have bibimbap with gochujang sauce. So this is a bed of white rice with some sauteed zucchini, carrots, red onion, yellow onion, and mushrooms. And then there's some like marinated cucumber on the side to balance out the heat of the gochujang sauce, and a fried egg on top. So
Yum.
it's gonna be so good.
Dinner was amazing, and I'm going to start cleaning because that is my job. Jennifer cooks and I clean.
Yeah.
The wind tomorrow, I checked the forecast as we got in, and it looks like it really shifted. So that's great news for us. It's still rainy, but no wind. We can still cruise when there's rain, but not when there's a lot of wind. So we're not quite sure where we're going to go tomorrow. We're going to check the forecast in the morning. Quite a few destinations, and every one of them is amazing. Also exploring where we are currently in Killbear Bay near Killbear Provincial Park. So we're definitely going to go to shore here tomorrow morning while it's daylight and check it out.
Yeah. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. You're like a fish. Sit tight until you're actually there. Oh my gosh, there's so many spiders. Oh my gosh. Yes, still. Dude, go down the hatch. I'm sorry, we don't want you here.
Oh, I'm becoming an old man.
Yeah, we're living a long life together, babe. I'll do this. You focus on driving.
Security, security, security. Go to best pivot and just jump with your crew. Yeah.
I feel like I'm wearing a diaper. My hands are soaked.
So that's the goal.
Okay.
A chance that we could swing this way and be aground.
Which actually could very well
2
happen.
feet like this.
That could happen.
Stay tuned for our next episode to see what happens.
Oh my gosh, Dad! Dad, food!
I'm sore from the rope swing.
Dinner's coming. Food is coming.
You
Oh,
only get half a scoop today.
Can I have some? Can I have some dinner? Can I have some?